So after the whole oil change incident, now it's time to do something else. So our Dodge Ram comes equipped with a digital rear view camera, and it came with a cable that you can run to the back of a trailer, and it all connects into a little connection on the back bumper of the truck. Well, being the fifth wheel with it down here, if you make a 90-degree turn, it's going to rip it out. So my plan is to move this connection into the bed, where since we already have these connections here, I'm just going to put that connection right in here, and that way it keeps everything in here out of the way and it doesn't get broken. So to start off with, there's these two little clips that you just squeeze this and this piece pulls right out. Then you have to disconnect right here. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but you'll have to squeeze that and then pulls this connection off. All right, so that's got that piece off. There you can see what the connection looks like on the inside. It's got a little waterproof ring around it, so when you're not using it. But we are going to take this piece and we're going to mount it in the bed of the truck right there. Now I got to reroute the cable up here under the truck again. So when you pull this cable off, there's going to be these little clips like this inside, if you have this on your truck, which you probably should if you have this one ton. But then you've got two here, and then it runs up along up in here beside the spare tire, which I'm probably gonna have to drop to get to that. Take that, then I'm gonna run it over here beside this, and that way I can just run the cable right up here with all of these cables right here. All right, let me get the spare tire down. Got the spare tire down. What I did is I just pulled that cable and just tucked it right there through that little opening. And then this is it. And then there's enough room that have plenty of cable left over to hook it inside of the bed. So now for the scary part, actually cutting the bed. All right, to cut the bed, I'm actually gonna make a template. So this piece right here, so this opening right here, I'm actually gonna put a piece of cardboard or something behind it and trace it out. And then I'm gonna take a Dremel and see if I can cut this exact design in the bed of the truck. Wish me luck. All right, so I've got the outline traced out. What I ended up using, I had an old plastic dealer license plate I had left over from whenever I bought a truck. So I'm gonna trace this out and try and get my shape. Hopefully it's not crooked, because that will drive me insane, in the bed of the truck, and start working on getting it cut out. Got my little template cut out, and I have it marked. So I just use a little awl to scratch in there. Now to start cutting it out, I even got me a little helper. The best helper. All right, it's time to cut this. So I got everything cut out and put some touch-up paint on it, so hopefully don't have any rust issues, which living in West Texas, that's usually not a problem. But I found a piece of foam that's for like a drop hitch or for your receiver hitch to keep it from rattling. I put it on here hopefully to help seal that hole also, so I don't have any of those issues either. So I'm gonna get this in and then we'll plug it up. the truck is done. The foam seal in there good and tight. And the wire, it's gonna be hard to see since I'm on the GoPro, but the wire, perfect length, went straight up and fits perfect. So now we get to go run the cable for the camper. Now this would be a whole lot easier, yes, with just a regular Fuzion Wi-Fi backup camera, but this one came with the truck and it puts it up where it actually shows in the rear view mirror. So I wanted to utilize that, be one less thing setting up on my dash. Okay, so now we're out here at the camper, as you can obviously tell. And this is the kit that came with my truck. Plenty of zip ties. The zip ties actually came in the kit. Now, this is the bracket that you attach to the trailer. This is the actual camera. So it is a waterproof design, and this little clips right there. So if you have a shorter trailer, this clip right here will work just fine. You just clip it into there if you've got a shorter trailer. I believe this is a 50-foot cable, but since I have a 45-foot trailer, I ordered this, and I'll link it. I think it's a 16-foot extension. I forgot. So, like I said, I'll link that. All it is the exact same cable, same connections. Only difference is it does not have this huge, thick insulation on it, which is good or bad. Which I'm going to run this hopefully inside the wall of the camper, so it won't ever be a problem. But I got to run this. Now that I've got that plug moved up here, I'm going to run it and then just run it with just the regular 7-pin plug that plugs in right above it. So I'm going to run it up here with the 7-pin connector up. And since they've got all that foam sealed off, I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to run it under here and reseal all of this. I'm going to run it along the line of here, drop it down in these. Actually, I may go to this side since that's the generator over on the left. But this is just the propane, so it's easily open, and I can just drop it in down the side of here and run it right along the frame of the trailer. And 147 zip ties later, if not more, I'll show you what it looks like. Now, as far as the back of the trailer is going to go, I'm going to see if I can find a way to run it up the inside of the trailer, because the trailer is actually wired from the factory for camera ready. So in other words, it has a power and a ground wire there that you can hook up the Fuzions to, which the Fuzions are good, but this one come with the truck, so might as well use it. Don't have to spend $500 or $300 for a Fuzion. So let's get it done. All right, so we got the first little bit ran. So what I ended up doing, I used a coat hanger. Yeah, wire coat hangers. They are good for something. And I just taped the end of the cable to the coat hanger, and I ran this rounded end through here under the insulation. And I don't know if you can see, it just comes out right here. And then I'm going to run it and drop it right down over there. All right, so instead of going down through where the propane tanks are, I decided I'm just going to stick with the wires that are already up here and keep it up and out of the way. I'll zip tie it to that little cluster right there, and then that drops it down right over here into the hydraulic section. So now I can just drop it straight here on the frame and then just zip tie it and follow the gas line all the way to the back. Because that gas line right there runs all the way up into the kitchen, and then I can zip tie it to hangers and everything and keep it up out of the way so it doesn't get damaged or torn. I may be able to even zip tie them to these screws and just lay it up here on that side, and that way it keeps it up above the frame. Just to kind of give you an idea how long this cable is. So trailer is 45 foot. So from what I've got still laying on the trailer up through here, this is just laid out next to the trailer, so there may be an extra foot or so, but man, it takes it right here to the back of the trailer. So if you have a 45 foot with this setup, you can just mount it straight down here where the license plate brackets and stuff are, but I'm going to try and go up the side here and then try and make it into there. See how it works out. So we are finally done with the reverse camera. As you can see, got it installed up here. It's not very pretty. I was going to put it here, but the opening left a big hole there, so we just mounted it right above it. I ran the cable underneath this little plastic trim piece. It just pops out, and then ran it over here, re-siliconed it there, dropped it all the way down. And I actually drilled a hole through here so the cable would come out right there. Re-siliconed that up and got it zip tied up so it's out of the way. Then zip tied all the way. You can see zip tied comes here, and then there's these little support rails here that the cable fit perfectly inside of. So plus that'll help protect them if we ever have a blowout. Let's hope we never do. But all the way. So got it all zip tied up. Ran up through here. Everything's sealed back up in here. Drops down into the bed. All right, now out of the rearview mirror, you can see the back fence from the back of the trailer. Now this has a option here so I can switch all these different parameters, and you can even switch it back to the truck. So that's what the rearview camera looks like coming off the back of the truck. Then to go back to the trailer, there, and that is even adjustable, so at nighttime I can turn it up and down, and I can even adjust it as needed. So if it looks crooked or whatever, I can adjust it how I need to. So now that that's done, on to the next project. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned, because we're getting ready to go on our first long, big adventure with the new camper. So definitely stay tuned, everybody. Stay safe.